And if you've ever seen a race of people that were conquered, that had never been conquered, they've got this look about them, American. That's exactly what these extraterrestrials had.
When we come down now, we can say this. Them people, when we come back to Earth, as the X-Men, Marvel comic, DC comic men, the Thanoses and the Kalels and so forth, when we come back down with superhuman, extraterrestrial, celestial bodies, they may attempt to fight us like we're aliens. And we're going to kick much ass, and we're going to have fun kicking their ass. I'm talking about the people around the world. That's what it's meant by the saints of the Most High, the Israelites, starting with the men, will take the kingdom. Yahawashi, 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 Yahawashi.
All right, shalom to elect Israel, to the hopeful elect Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, and like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. I want to give all praise to Barak, 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 Barak. Got to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Name of the Heavenly Father, who everybody ignorantly calls God. His true name in the ancient Hebrew, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of. Yahawashi is the Holy One of Israel. Everybody ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So-called Negro from the tribe of Judah, who was slain at the foundations of the earth for the salvation of the elect of Israel. You got 2/3 of the wicked Israelites scattered across America, Babylon the Great, and other wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth that will come back to the loins of the elect after the destruction.
That you won't see the word Igbo peoples and African peoples. You only see American peoples.
Hold on. So the other wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth will come back to the loins of the elect after the destruction. The Rawchaa Qadash is the Holy Spirit that has been bestowed upon the men. The Heavenly Father gave his only begotten Son out of the world to complete his work. So we always want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of great millstone. Let us all to this truth. Been ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness and wrath to all those who are part of the elect, to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when this be edifying to those who fear in the name of the Lord, striving to show forth the Lord's righteousness every day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always come to light. Zephaniah 3:5, it is not slack. 2 Peter 3:9, and it's unto a ring. 2 Ezra chapter 5, verse 42. Shalom to all you sincere believers out there here and on after. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, Barak, Atham. We're going to get into an end-time topic lesson, and the title is Freedom is Obedience to the Lord's Will. Your will never existed. And we don't say like, it's not like the Lord treats us like robots, but it's like whatever you thought you were going to do in life, the Lord made it to where you're going to do what he said do. You know, you don't have free will. We was never given that, you know? So our freedom is in Yahawashi, the fact that he put the spirit on us to serve him, you know? And you got a lot of people out here, they graduated from Dodo Bird University, and they keep fucking with our Bible and going in and messing with it. And it's going to get them destroyed. So we're going to go into a couple of these false doctrines, ones that we haven't went into, that are completely ridiculous. Like, all you got to do is just look up the damn word. And Jake just don't like looking up shit. Jake think he's the scholar. Like Elder Yahshua said, he said, he said, you got these Twitter, these graduates from Twitter and shit. Like, you read two words in the Bible and you're like, oh, we know what it's talking about. Like, get out of here, man. You know, trash doctrines, Swiss whole cheese doctrines, and we can't get mad at them because the Lord made him do it. But, we're going to talk a little bit of shit because we got the truth. So we're going to get into this. We're going to listen to a couple of things they're saying. And I want to go into a few of the precepts, and this is a video Elder Yahawah just did, earlier today. America is not the promised land and the gopher wood doctrine. So we're going to go into that. We're going to break down some of that and show you that they don't know what they're talking about. Okay. And we're going to show you why it's like that. Okay. I'm just going to go into a couple scriptures that he went into over it. And I added a few at the end of it. And you should go watch that video and get edified. If you're a brother, you're trying to learn more, this is a breakdown you want to know in case, these wacky tacky Christians, like Apostle Tahar says, Apostle Gabar, come up to you with this doctrine. Okay. You got to know how to, cut them in the spirit. So we're going to watch this and then we're going to go into the precepts. Lord willing, is edifying to the flock.
That you won't see the word Igbo peoples and or African peoples. You only see American peoples. Now, as you can see, the New Testament, all these books, they took out, right? They took out for a reason. And I'm going to show you why they took it out. Now, have you ever wondered why you always hear Noah story? They always start with Noah. This is the reason why they always start with Noah. Because this is Eve bloodline, the Americans. Us, right? Adam, this is his bloodline. And if you see him, Noah is the last one that had the so-called African Americans.
And that's retarded, okay? Eve doesn't have a bloodline, okay? It said that she came here to serve Adam. This is retarded, okay? First off, before we even get more into it, this is retarded. And this is how you know, first off, this dude don't know what he's talking about because he got them long-ass Shiva Jadas on his head, okay? Any Jakes that's wearing mops on their head, do not listen to them, Jake. If they got a damn mop on their motherfucking head, spaghetti strings on their head, Jake, if you listen to them, you're going to die.
Now, this is where the story gets real. Now, if you read Genesis 6:14, where Noah built the ark, there's only one place where he built the ark, and that's in Florida. Right here, as you can see, gopher wood right here only grows in Florida. You see that? Florida, where Noah's built the ark. As you can see, this is why one of the big secrets why they always start with Noah, right? And in return, through years and years of generations, we had all these up until 16 or 1700, where our stuff got stolen and buried in history. Even we can go right here and let me show you why they cover up these names. Let's get a little closer. If you go down here, you see the word Michael, right? Oh, Michael Jackson, Michael. Oh, you see all these names? Oh, okay. They're not African. They're American. Now you see.
Now he trying to go into Jake think too goddamn hard, man. Look, how you say Michael in the Lashawan Qadash is Maka Allah. Okay, that's really that name, Maka Allah. Like my name, the elder gave me Bon Maka Allah, son Michael. That's all it means. Because my real name's Michael. Okay, that's it. And so Jake going in here like, say they're American names, and America wasn't even around, man. Come on, man. Jake got to think harder. He got to think more simpler than this, but harder. Like, you know what I'm saying? But he is trying to go too deep with it, But we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you.
CY or the Western Hemisphere. Yes, he keep going on. We had all these too. Yes, we birthed everybody.
This is all the reward I ever get. It's cool, man. I'm sitting here with a permanent grin on my face, man. Hey, boy, I tell you what. Gopher wood is only found in Florida in the whole world. You don't think God did that on purpose? Okay, to tell us this is the promised land? Huh? Mount Nebo, it's buried. It's buried. This is it. All right, this is it.
Uh-huh.
Rams are indigenous to North America. They're only found in Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, Nevada, that area over there. All
You
right.
hear this motherfucker listen to this whack ass Esau Edom music talk about the gopher wood is how we know this motherfucker ain't say nothing else about no other prophecy. This motherfucker been talking for 2 minutes and you know the Bible? Get out of here, bro. You niggas is weak, bro.
And some places in Mexico. All right, nowhere else in the world. But Abraham sacrificed a ram. How did they get it over there? Amazon? Hey,
Noah built the ark out of gopher wood, which God selected himself for him to build it out of.
Is this the only place that you
This
know
is the
of?
only place on this earth where it has ever grown. It's the most peculiar wood on earth. You can take a piece of it the size of this match when it's green. You can't break it. You can twist it and turn it. It's the lightest wood on earth.
That's what on earth, and the Lord sent 100 hurricanes over there recently. Like, what the fuck is these people talking about, man? This has nothing to do with the plagues hitting this place. That has nothing to do with destruction of this place. This place is gonna get blown up. Okay, you want to stay here with these niggas and they gopher wood? Go ahead, Jake. Stay the fuck here. Make you a nice little, a little picket fence for your family, and stay the fuck here. Then, okay, do that.
I have had its fibers, its structure, its every phase of it chemically analyzed. There's no other wood on earth like it. It's the lightest. And Noah built the ark out of wood not very far from where you and I are sitting here at Torreya State Park. It was loaded, and then it floated 5 months and landed on Mount Ararat, where we know definitely that it's now embedded in the ice.
All of this land and all of these other places, but they keep coming over here. What is so significant about this place? Nobody's...
Okay, so we're not gonna listen to Eve too much, but Eve go in and she be like, she basically trying to say too that this is the promised land, but she's trying to say like, oh well, everybody's trying to come over here, so we're gonna break that down too and show that she's going off. Okay, that's what she does. She just says the same shit for like 15 seconds or something. So we're just, I don't want to play too much video. I want to go into the doctrine. Okay, I'm gonna show you, because after they've touched this book so many times, all these motherfuckers from Dodo Bird University, they think they know what it's talking about, and it wasn't even written for them. Okay. Second Edges, we're going to start right here, chapter 14, verse 7. We're going to go over it just like Elder Yahawah did. That's what we do. We don't twist the doctrine around. We don't play around with it. We don't do weird shit with it. We don't do nothing weird about it. We just keep it simple. Make sure I got the right one. Yeah. So we'll start right here. Hold on. It's right here. This is what he wanted. I think I just wrote it down a little bit wrong. Yeah, section Exodus 14:17. I had 14:7. I should write the 1. So this is how we know that the world has been doled down. It's been dumbed down. We've talked about this. Second Exodus 14:17. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, right? So much that there shall be evils increase upon them that dwell therein. See? So that's what we're seeing, okay? They've taken the Bible and they've changed it so many times. They think they know what they're talking about, and they're going in and using certain words, but they don't know. They don't know what wood he used. They don't know. And we're going to prove it. They don't know what fucking wood he used. We're going to do this first. And we're going to read it in the GNT just like he did. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 28. I just pulled up a few precepts that he had, and but you want to go in further. He's going to go into a part 2 too. He said he's going to go into a part 2. So you want to get in there, Jake. This is for brothers. You want to take notes and make sure you got a thorough understanding of what's going on. Okay, what people are trying to do to debunk the truth. That's our job, is to defend this word. Shalom, Malak, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, Barak, Bahan, Yasharallah, Shalom, Malak. So Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 28. And it reads, And let's do it in the GNT, like I said. Let me do it in there just like he did. It says wooden idols compared with Noah's. Man, this is why you need your elders, man. They're gonna tell you, they're gonna show you how, what's going down. I don't know why it's not letting let me zoom in. Why is it not letting me zoom in? I want to zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna have to do it that's crazy. It's not letting me zoom in from my computer. From my from my little tab. Let me see, zoom. There we go. We can just do it like that. We can do it to, use the little thing in the corner. So we're gonna start at 28. It says people who worship them lose control of themselves. 1428 in ecstasy, or pass their word without hesitation. Right? They tell lies under oath, right? They go to court and they put all on the Bible and put their right hand on the Bible and all that shit, right? And expect no punishment. See, you gonna rape, pillage the land here. You gonna hang Jake everywhere here. It's lynch Jake all over the place. But then you gonna put under oath that the Lord's dealing with y'all and y'all in the promised land. Get the fuck out of here, because the idols they put their trust in are lifeless. Right? But the punishment will finally catch up with them, which is what? This place turned to a damn parking lot. This place getting blown up for what you did, so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans here. For two reasons. First, they were in error about the Most High when they worship idols. And second, they had so little regard for the holiness that they made false statements to deceive people. This is to deceive, this is to deceive Jake. And they trying to use Noah. You got Jake doing it. You got Esau, Edom doing it, and Eve doing it. All three of them. We got caught on camera. You get caught. And it's going to be held against you in the day of trouble. Jacob's trouble. It's going to be held against you. We're going to go to the blue letter now. These people think they know what they're talking about, man. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Genesis chapter 6. We're going to go to it. Verse 14. You're going to put damn plaque on the wall and then just go for wood. They don't even know what kind of wood it is. But since the world's been weakened, they're just going in and interpreting it and just trying to make their own damn prophecy out of it. It's not the promised land, okay? We're going to show you in the book of Isaiah, Lord called this place the land of nothing, okay? It's going to be nothing here. Okay. It's going to be a big ass dirt clod for everybody to see forever. Okay. You will never dwell in this land ever again. So it says, make thee an ark of gopher wood. Rooms shalt thou make in the ark and shalt pitch within and without with pitch. Right. We're going to go that word gopher. Right. They damn watered down the Bible and put all these weird ass words in it. Right? Gonna look up this word.
Strong's H 1613. Gopher.
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 It says cypress with a question mark. They're not sure what it is. Cypress, gopher wood. Then it says wood of which the ark was made. And then it says meaning and exact type unknown. They don't fucking know. They don't fucking know what it was. It literally says it in the blue letter. They don't know what wood it was. It says cypress. Man, it might have been cypress. They just putting words in there and shit. This is why the plagues is coming on this place. That's why the same place they're saying is the promised land where the best wood is fucking 100 hurricanes over there. And you got fucking Bill Gates talking about putting 15-minute cities in there. If that was the promised land, that shit wouldn't be going on down there right now. You know? We're going to look at this word cypress. Cypress tree, right? Let me see. Cypress wood. and show you that it's used for building. It's used for building ships and shit. Like that's literally what it says. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Is cypress wood good for anything, right? Because remember, you don't got no free will. So the Lord made Esau, Edom, and them do all this so we can come and hold them accountable for what they've done. All their false doctrine. Telling us, we know for sure this was a promised land. We're going to find out when it's fucking dirt clod. Cypress wood good for anything. Cypress wood is very durable, stable, and water and rock resistant, making it suitable for building in heavy construction like building an ark. Other uses where its properties to make good choice include caskets, piers, bridges, boats, sidings, sashes, doors, medium seats, posts, copperage, and railroad ties. The hell they talking about? Some go for what shows that America, like duckheads. Doesn't even have nothing to do with the prophecy. Dodo Bird University, motherfuckers. Acts. These are the ones that I wanted to add to it. To show you that the prophecy shows you that it wasn't going to work like that. We weren't going to be here. Noah was going to be here and then go over there. Okay, he was over there. Okay, and Adam was cast out of Adam and Eve were cast out of the land of Eden, which is talking about the land of Israel. Okay, so we started over there. Like they didn't get cast out and then come to America before the Native Americans, so-called Native Americans, the Gadites, and then come back over here. Like that's not prophecy. Okay, it says we will be witnesses in a specific order. Okay, this is Acts chapter 1 verse 8. It's Yahawashi speaking. He says, "But ye shall receive power that and after the Holy Spirit, which is the Qadash, is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem," which is Jerusalem. And Jerusalem has always been, a people before a place. Okay, because a place is not a place without the people. Okay, that's why when the elders go into deep breakdowns about Gentiles and Israelites, they're the same. Okay, when it comes to the Gentiles that Paul was going to. Okay, because they were cast out of the land, which means what? You were a Gentile. You wasn't born in the land, but we were cursed. He put curses on us and sent us and scattered us throughout the four corners of the earth. And one of those places was here. Okay. This is the last place we were going to be witnesses to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. This is the last stronghold of Esau, even the so-called white man. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 8, right? "But ye shall receive power after the Qadash has come upon you. Ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem," like we just said, "and all Judea," right? "And in Samaria, and to the uttermost part of the earth." That's talking about over here. That doesn't add up with prophecy. Talking about America just birthed everything. These motherfuckers ain't even been here for nothing but 200 some years. Like Jake just don't want to look up words, man. And this other woman, right? She's like, "Why is everybody coming here?" Right? This Eve, "Why is everybody coming here? What makes this place so significant?" What makes it significant is the wrath of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi coming on this bitch, and nobody ever coming in here again. And we're going to show you that this place is the land of nothing. Just a second. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 3. "And I saw one of the heads as it were wounded to death," which can get to the point. And this is talking about the old Roman Empire. Okay. The head that was wounded to death is talking about the old Roman Empire. Okay. They fell, right? Because when you go into Second Esdras, chapter 11 and 12, 12 goes into more expounding a little bit more when Yahawashi was speaking against them, other certain things. But Revelation 11 goes into these 12 feathers, which is talking about the 12 emperors of Rome. Okay. You got Caesar, you got Augustus, you got Otho, you got Titus, which was the one who raided Israel in 70 AD and took our scrolls and started doing all this shit. Okay. You know what I mean? That was wounded. That got put down. And his deadly wound was healed. Right? How was that? Because they came here and made this place. This is the revived Roman Empire. That's what they did. Okay? And they did it through the NATO and the EU. They used that power structure after World War II to create a revived Rome. Okay? That's what they did. And all the world wanted after the beast, which is NATO and the EU. See? This place is Babylon the Great, because that wouldn't make any sense if this is the promised land. Where would Babylon be? Where would Babylon the Great be? Because it said that it had 7 heads, 10 horns, and everybody wondered after the beast, right? They wondered after this system. And this is where the small hats, these one folks who say they Israel over there in the land of Israel right now, because we were cast out, right? This is where they run everything. This is where they control everything at. This is their headquarters, the Chaldeans' excellency, like we talk about all the time. You know, this is the last stronghold of Babylon, okay? They went and remade that shit. It said in Micah chapter 1, verse 4, Esau, even the so-called white man, his habitation was made desolate. But he said, well, we will go and rebuild those desolate places. That's what they did. They went and rebuilt it here. Okay? That's what they did. And all the world wondered after the beast, NATO and the EU. That's why you got all these migrants over here coming over here. Not because it's the promised land. Okay? Verse 4, and they worshiped the dragon, it's talking about the Roman Empire, which gave power unto the beast, right? NATO and the EU, they took the scrolls out of the ancient temple, you know, of our temple. They took all the money that King Solomon had, all that. They took all that and they used that to make this system. Okay? And they worshiped the beast, saying, who was unlike to the beast? Who was able to make war with him? Who was that talking about? America, Babylon the Great. They ain't even been missiles been hit over here yet. This is plain, man. This is plain for someone who's spiritual. This is plain. Why? How is it plain to us? Because the Lord had elders and apostles, great millstone, make the meal for us. They put the vegetables with the vegetables and the meat with the meat. They put the milk with the milk. They put everything together so we can come break it down to you. You know, I'm going to show you that this is the land of nothing. We're going to read it. Isaiah. Going to read it in the King James Version, then we're going to read it in NLT. 34, verse 12. I got this scripture from Elder Manat Zakba. He was going into it recently. So we'll read a little bit at the top of it. Let's go to the blue letter. Let's go to the blue letter so I can change it better. This is simple stuff, man. Jake just tried to be too deep. All these are American names, man. Motherfuckers on some get your doctrine from dodobird.com. Like, y'all motherfuckers is gonna die for that shit. It's very serious how you interpret this Bible. It says the Most High's wrath against nations. Okay, everybody. Okay, all the nations, right? Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. Verse 2, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. What did it say was the best army? The one that everybody's wondering at. Everybody wants to be here. Everybody wants to go there. That's talking about America. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Right? We talked about that the other day. So we're going to go down to the point at 12. He's going to destroy this place. See, they shall call the nobles, verse 12, they shall call the nobles thereof or to the kingdom, but none shall be there. Their princes shall be nothing. Okay? They're all going to, what do? Every time they need aid, who they go to? America, Babylon the Great. But they're gonna try this time. Ain't gonna be fucking nothing there. The Lord called this place the land of nothing. Gonna go back and read in NLT. See? We'll start at 11. It will be haunted by the desert owl and the screech owl and the great owl and the raven. For the Most High will measure that land carefully. Right? We're in Revelation. We read about the 10th part of the city. I was talking about the 10 FEMA zones in America, Babylon the Great. Lord, measure this shit out. He will measure it for chaos and destruction. That's what's coming in this place. Verse 12, it will be called the land of nothing, and all its nobles will soon be gone. That's what you're looking at. That's what we're standing in right now. I'm talking about your glorious America, Babylon, the great land, where Jake's blood is all over this fucking place. And now you got AI Bible making AI versions of us, and they still going off a little bit. They be having Jake edged up and shit and doing other shit and saying shit the wrong way. You can't have no AI break this Bible down. AI doesn't have the spirit in it. It has to have the Rawchaa Qadash in it. It has to have the spirit in it. The Lord's not putting no spirit in no goddamn robot. He's putting it in his men. That's why I said at the beginning of it, men's going to take the kingdom, which is what? Great ass whooping for you motherfuckers. Indignation is coming to this place, and great chaos and danger coming to this place. Talking about this is a promised land. Well, keep your ass in here. Keep your ass in here, Jake. We talking about spiritually, because we're not leaving physically. We're standing our posts. Stay your ass in here, bro. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see if we're right. We know
this is Democracy Now! I'm Amy Goodman. We end today's show looking at Israel's intensifying attacks on Lebanon.
Hold on. So this is something that's going on. We're going to go into more prophecy instead of just talking about fucking gopher wood. We're going to go into the whole prophecy for you and show you what's going on and how we know this place can get blown up. It says Israel attacks UN peacekeeping forces. Israel just attacked the UN because just the other week, couple weeks ago, what did the UN say? That all these nations, they made an agreement, because United Nations is all the nations coming in and talking about shit. And they said it's illegal. Them niggas is over there right now. Okay. And right to 5 hours ago, this was just dropped. Israel attacks UN peacekeeping forces as U.S. sends 100 troops anticipating conflict with Iran. And they sent them over there to run that Iron Dome because they know the U.S. troops, they know how to run it a little bit better than niggas. Because just like the elder in Mississippi, in Jackson, Mississippi, he was going into that. He was like, them soldiers don't know shit. Them niggas weak. The only reason why they're good is because America, Babylon the Great's helping them. Okay? They're sending their best people over there to protect them. And we know because we're going to show you in this next article. We're gonna listen to this this Sheetamite just a little bit what she got to say about it, and then we're gonna move to this other article, and we're gonna look up a few precepts and move on.
This is Democracy Now! I'm Amy Goodman. We end today's show looking at Israel's intensifying attacks on Lebanon, where officials said Sunday Israeli strikes across Lebanon during the weekend killed at least 50 people. Israel's facing international condemnation after repeatedly attacking UN peacekeeping forces in southern Israel. At least 5 members of UNIFIL, that's the UN interim force in Lebanon, have been injured in recent days. UN's also accused Israel of forcibly entering and destroying a part of the UNIFIL base near the Israeli border and rejected calls by the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu to remove the peacekeeping forces from the region. On Sunday, UN Secretary General Guterres warned attacks against peacekeepers, quote, may constitute a war crime. For more, we go to Boston, where we're joined by Rami Khouri, Palestinian-American journalist, senior public policy fellow at American University of Beirut. Welcome back to Democracy Now!
All right. So you see what they're saying. Israel's going off. That's what they're saying. The land of Israel, the small hats over there, the Edomites, is going the fuck off. That's what they're saying. And while that's going on, it says it's net. That's how America, Babylon the Great's going to get tied in when they're going to be like, fuck them too. It says as Netanyahu, like they said, pushes U.S. to join fight against Iran. Biden calls Jewish leaders. U.S. fully backs Israel's right to defend itself. So everybody else is saying, nah, y'all going off doing this shit. They over here attacking the UN and shit. They're like, nah, y'all going off doing that. America's like, nah, we're going to back them. We're going to send people over there while they're attacking people. They're drawing them into this. This World War III is about to go down. They're being drawn into this. We talk about it all the time. This couldn't be the promised land, Jake. There's no fucking way, man. This place is a shithole for Jake. I was just talking to Preacher R in Dallas, earlier this week, the other day, and we was talking about that. Like, we walk through some of these cities and stuff, man, it smells like shit everywhere and piss everywhere. And Jake's laying on the street asking for $1 just to get a cigarette, just to kill himself. This fucking place is so horrible for Jake. Get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't no promised land. Only thing that's promised that's coming here is 200 million intercontinental ballistic missiles blowing this bitch up. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 45. Therefore, hear ye the counsel of the Lord. Who is that? The men, those and the apostles of great millstone, that he have taken against Babylon, right? America, Babylon the Great, and his purposes, that he have purposed against the land of the Chaldeans. And the Chaldeans was the last stronghold of old Babylon, okay, which is in Iraq. Okay, and that's where a lot of the small hats are hiding right now. And I got another article that showed 2 weeks ago, it was a whole bunch of protesters out there in front of the American embassy fucking tripping out. Okay, so they're getting dragged into this. You know, we're going to pull that up too. So he had purpose against the land of the Chaldeans. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. That's talking about Israel, the Israelite, them Yiddish, Slavish, you know, people who say they're Israel, but they're really Edomites. They're Amalekites, Amalek, the first descendants of Esau, Edom. That's why they got all the money. They're drawing them into this because America's over here saying we got their back, and they're shooting at the UN and shit. Okay? They're shooting at UN and motherfuckers in Lebanon over there. It's going down. Surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. They don't even know that. They think Israel's a trusted ally of them. They over here trying to fuck this place over too. You know, that's it. That's part of their little prophecy. They believe that America's going to get destroyed and they're going to rule. That's what they think. No, motherfucker, you're going into slavery with their ass. No, running shit. You're going to run shit with that cotton gin. That's what you're going to be running. You're going to be running that motherfucker swell too. You're going to get your ass beat. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. You might just beat your ass anyways, even if you're doing it right. It's because you deserve it. Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, talking about NATO and the EU, these shall hate the whore. That's what's happening right now. Starting to get tired of this place. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. This place is going to get blown up. How do we know they're going to do it? Because the Lord put it in their hearts and their minds to do this. What does the title say? Freedom is the obedience of the Lord's will. Your will never existed. They don't have no will. They're going to do what the Lord told them to do. Verse 17, for the Most High put in their hearts, which means their mind. You know, the word heart means lob. We say it all the time, but could be new people coming in. Heart means lob. In the Lashwan Qadash, which is, you know, talking about your mind, your spirit, your inner will, your spirit, you know, and you know, that's where you get that word laboratory from. It said in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 1, his incorruptible spirit is in all things, which means what? There ain't nothing on the planet ain't doing what he telling. He ain't doing what they're not doing anything that they want to do. They're doing what the Lord told them to do. Basically, you don't have no free will. We're just glad that the Lord put it in our hearts to do this, you know, to teach you this and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, to my NATO, the EU, and to the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled, which is what? Blowing this motherfucker up. That's the will of the Most High, to destroy this place with fire. And he taught them Germans. He said he created the smith, which is them Germans, to blow the coals in the fire. So he taught them Edomites how to put fire in the canisters so they can send the motherfuckers over here. It's all prophecy. And while that's all going on, you're going to, like we said, Jake, you're going to have more and more people. They're going to start realizing that they inherited lies. So watch this. I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let them say it.
It's also developing right now. Florida's Surgeon General says for us to stop getting the COVID vaccine.
Fox 35's Hannah McKenzie is joining us live in the Alert Center tonight. So, Hannah, he says what's in the Moderna and Pfizer vaccines is a problem.
Yeah, Luann, Florida Surgeon General Dr. Latipo says he has safety concerns pertaining to the discovery of billions of DNA fragments found per dose in the Pfizer and Moderna COVID vaccines. And he says those concerns have not been addressed by the FDA or the CDC. Dr. Latipo says if the risks of DNA integration with COVID vaccines cannot be addressed, then the vaccines aren't appropriate for use in humans. He says he sent letters to the heads of the FDA and the CDC specifically questioning how this would impact humans in 3 main areas: healthy human genes being transformed into cancerous cells, chromosomal instability, and how the integration could affect unintended parts of the body body, such as the heart, brain, lungs, even the injection site itself. We asked local doctor Michael Sparks to weigh in. Dr. Sparks telling us with the state surgeon general saying one thing and the FDA another, health providers are left stuck in the middle.
Did not the elders and apostles tell your motherfucking ass, Jake? Didn't we? Now they just straight up telling your ass. You know what that means? You know why they're doing that? Because they're saying what we wanted to do works. So we don't give a fuck if you know now. We're telling you now. It's going to be a lot of motherfuckers dropping dead in this bitch real soon. We told your ass not to fuck with that shit. And they're going to take our channels down talking about misinformation and shit. They're saying it on the fucking news. What was the information, misinformation now? They're going to take their fucking video down? No, they're not. They're glad we're doing these videos in a way, because now you're going to know that when they try to implement that thing, they're not going to have to do too much talking. That's what the elder was talking about the other day. You ain't got to do too much talking. Because you're going to be like, yeah, even our slaves were telling you. We're finna come with this shit. Jake want to fucking talk about some other bull biggity. Talking about this is the promised land. We're going to find the fuck out, Jake. We're going to promise your ass that. Jake is hilarious, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 19. It says, the title is the Most High will restore them, right? That's how he's restoring us, by putting the spirit on these Edomites to start pointing out that they are actually demons and they was trying to kill you. This is not this is mainstream news. That was on what was it? Fox Media? What is it? What, MSM? Right? This is Fox local news, man. They telling you straight up, right on main news. Fuck some off-brand news. They told me right in your face, man. Right there. And guess where they doing it from? From Florida, where they say the gopher wood is, and this is the promised land, right? Well, the same place y'all saying is the best wood in the world. The motherfuckers over there saying that this is they saying some whole other shit. Just like they said, the FDA saying something else, and somebody and the surgeons, the ones who just got their job to go work for Esau, and they're like, nah, nigga, nah, this doesn't need to be out there. Now you're gonna have a whole lot of people come up to the camp. You're gonna be scared because you know you got that Babylon juice in your ass. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 9. Oh Lord, my strength and my fortress, and my refuge in the day of affliction. Right? The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. And this is before the famine of the word. You're gonna have some people just come up to you. I came all the way from Timbuktu to come tell you this. And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there's no profit. And it happens on the internet too. They can just text you through the internet and just be like, yeah, we found out this is bullshit. They can do it like that too. Somebody from the other side of the earth just text you. That's how the Lord did it. He made up the internet like that. So it could pass, it could be fulfilled. You ain't got to come over here. You know? So we're going to look up that word inherited. I'm going to show you what y'all inherited. You inherited lies. Because you was listening to these false prophets talking about gopher wood and shit. You just listen to that bull biggity.
Strong's H, 5157. Nahal.
Right? To get as a possession, acquire, inherit, to possess, to take possession, inherit. To have a get as a possession or property. Right? To divide the land for a possession, you know, the cause to inherit, give it as inheritance. It's an inheritance of these people who think that Israel is a real nation of Israel over there right now. And this is the promised land. The Lord gave them, he said, you're going to own this doctrine to divide for possession. He gave them the wrong breakdown. Okay. And they're going to come to us, and they're already doing it in the spirit. That's why it's not been as many scoffers. There ain't been as many people talking shit, especially the ones who took the juice box. Them niggas is terrified now. You should be. We told your ass. You know, I wasn't even in the truth. Before I came in the truth, I knew not to take that goddamn thing. I knew it. I knew it, man. I was like, fuck that. I'm not fucking with that shit. I don't trust this place. That's the Lord. That's the spirit of the Lord putting on Jake before I even came in the truth. I was like, no, I'm not fucking with that. Y'all niggas is, I wasn't even taking flu shots and shit. I was like, no, some of this shit, it's just don't feel right. These niggas ain't ever fucking helped us, Jake. So while that's all going on, the same place I'm talking about this gopher wood is, I wanted to mention this. Florida warns of flesh-eating bacteria after Hurricane Milton. So there's flesh-eating bacteria in the water. You got people just sitting in their house, floating in their house and shit. Alligators coming in their house and shit. Jake, there's nothing special about Florida. It's going to be fucking destroyed with the rest of this place. There's nothing special about this place. The plagues are coming upon this place. It's a promised land. So while it's going on, I want to point this out. Just, you know, you people that are doing your Halloween parties and stuff, you know, Jake, you better get out of there. So Lord's judging people. You know, Oklahoma mass shooting leaves 1 dead, 12 injured at party. It is another mass shooting, another one. Oklahoma City. You know, they had a little verbal altercation, started shooting everybody. Okay. You don't want to go to these false holiday celebrations and stuff. I seen another one too, but I didn't want to pull it up. But it was a Halloween party. A whole bunch of people got shot up. You know, fuck all that. Don't go there, Jake, because that's where the Lord is sending these guys. Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. And it reads, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which lay on their fury, or which lay in their fury, which in their fury lay on sword strokes. In the time of the destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. See? That's what he's sending over there. He's sending people over there. They're getting a small little altercation. Now, the person they got an altercation with and 12 other people is in the hospital with bullets in their ass. Moving on. Remember that word, that movie, Subservience, I was talking about? For y'all who, you know, come around my channel, you know, Shalom, all you sincere believers out there. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash, Barak, Atham. We was talking about that movie Subservience, where the dude, he got his daughter, he got like his family, his mother, the wife was sick, so he went and got one of these bitch bots, and she was taking care of the kids and shit. That's what Esau. It's what Esau Edom is doing right now. They're showing you in the movies what's to come. You know, watch Moment. Elon Musk unveils creepy, faceless Optimus robots that he boasts can do anything, even babysit kids. Okay, there was another video game that came out in like 2014 too. It was called something Detroit Human or something like that. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, Detroit Become Human, and they had the robots in there, and they was you know, I might even do a little children's video on that. Like, they had a little part where you go in there and there's one of the robots, this nigga malfunctioned and had the daughter and was like, I love her, and was like had it like where it was like hanging the daughter over the ridge and was like gonna drop the baby and shit. All right. That's the shit that they got coming, man. And that game was made in 2018. So we talking about 6 years ago. This is the shit that they're showing you. You know? That game's fucking crazy too. Actually, when I played that shit was weird as fuck. Like they had a Jake robot, a female robot, and they was going through certain shit. Esau Edom was like treating them bad and shit, but then they started like developing like what I want to go into it. They started developing like revolting and shit. They started like rioting and shit, okay? Because they you won't fuck with this AI, man. The Lord's gonna use those as vessels of vengeance. Okay, that's what he's gonna use them for. And they're faceless little robots. Okay, I remember one of the elders in New York. He GMS Amwan Gabar. Awakening was talking about, he showed this one video. It was real quick clip. It was a little dog robot. That nigga was running 45 miles an hour. Jake, you better make sure you're good with Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. That's all we got to say, man. So reason why I wanted to go into this, and it was the spirit, because I didn't even know the elder went into this until like later after I made these articles the last couple of days. I kind of forced them all together and was going to go into it. You know, the Lord put a spirit on me to go into some other stuff. You know, said, man down again. I tried to warn me.
Into a video.
What he said. This dude said, I don't know. I ain't never seen this guy. He said, I tried to warn my people. They looked at me like I was crazy. That's what they're going to do. But, you know, you got to, you know, I don't know if you a male or a female, Jake, you know, I think you pretty sure you're a Jake. But, yeah, that's what our job is to do. It is to warn our people, but you got to do it the right way. You got to, like, you know, make sure that you get this knowledge and be able to break it down, because you got to tie it in with scripture, you know, and it's an order to it. So I don't know if you don't know about GMS, but hey, you know, go on my community board. I'm always posting elders and apostles, you know, Apostle Tahar, Apostle Barak, go in there and get learned up, because that is our job as Israelites. If you are Israelite, this resonates with you more than like you're an Israelite, because it's not a color thing. Some of us look like other nations, you know. So, you know, just go get in there, and if it resonates with you and you stay with it, you're definitely an Israelite, because the Lord is he's controlling everything. He's not going to make it where Edomite just stick with this until the end. Like, he's got them doing Edomite shit, so-called white man. He got them doing wicked shit, and the other nations. They're not going to do this. They even tried. The Lord's wisdom will not dwell with the malicious soul. The wisdom, Sophia, is only going to dwell. You know, when you look up that word wisdom, since you don't know a lot, when you look at that word wisdom, it means Sophia. When you look that up in the Greek, okay, and it's talking about wisdom. The wisdom's not going to dwell with somebody who's not an Israelite. Okay, basically, you're not going to get this. So, my elder, going back to it, you know, it says robots taking jobs, DARPA, then moving toward their new world order. Okay, so we're going to look up this word DARPA. I don't want to go into it too much, because my elder wanted to do a video on it, and I want to kind of land back on it, because we're both kind of looking into this. Okay, this DARPA thing. Okay, so DARPA, this is the actual industry. Okay, this is literally a real organization. Okay, so I'm going to go back and look up the abbreviation for it real quick. Oh, yeah. DARPA, it says Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency. Okay. So they have an agency that's creating this shit. Okay. It says right here in this article, teaching AI what it should and shouldn't do. See? See what I'm saying? They're doing this shit. Universities, industry, small businesses, government, public, media. They're going in all aspects. They're going to put robots in that shit. Okay? Shit's going to go all the way digital. And Jake's like, they can't do that. Well, we're going to find out, because they got all the fucking weapons and all the missiles. We're going to find out if they can do it or not. Jake think he has rights here or some shit. You don't. So while that's going on, before we go into, I'm just going to go into one precept concerning all this. We go into all the time. 7-Eleven is closing more than 400 locations. That shows you the infrastructure is failing. And they want it to fail so they can push in this digital system. The New World Order. Another one. Major U.S. banks on course to closing staggering 1,000 branches this year. Right? You got Bank of America. You got, you know, TD Bank, Wells Fargo closed 92 of them. You know, New York saw 64 closures in the first 9 months of 2024. Pennsylvania, 47, Texas, 46, Ohio, 45, all over the Bank of Babylon the Great. They just shutting down a whole bunch of fucking banks because they're finna go in digital. They're not going to need you to come to the bank no more. You're just going to have that chip in your ass, and they're just going to take it out of your ass whenever they want to. Just like the tolls. They got the tolls where you don't even got to put the quarters in there no more. They just email your ass and take the money out of your account. That's what's coming. This is Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15. I'm going to put another one in there too. Same places you thought everything was good, there's going to be nothing there. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15, because that's what the Lord's doing right now. He's turning this place into the land of nothing. It's going to start with the infrastructure. It's going to start with all the shit that you see. Isaiah 19:15, neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch, or rush may do. And this place is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. When you look in Revelation chapter 11, verse 8, it's talking about here. Okay. And old Egypt, it happened too. They got to the point where they was in famines. They was going to the ends because they was fucking with Israel. That's the same place that's going to happen here. It was fucking with Israel, lynching us, doing all types of shit to us, calling us niggas, all this shit. Now look, the plagues is hitting this place. You got bacteria eating water from hurricanes and shit. And 4 of them coming back to back, Lord just splashing all that water everywhere. It said that the first hurricane, that one Helene, that motherfucker spit like 70 trillion gallons of water or some shit. Y'all think the plagues, y'all think this is the promised land for real, Jade? This is Isaiah 7:23. I want to add this one. Haven't talked about it in a while. And it shall come to pass in that day, right? Talking about the coming soon, that every place shall be where there shall be 1,000 vines and 1,000 silverlings, right? All that money in these banks. It shall even be for briars and thorns. That's why you see all these foreclosures, all this stuff going to get shut down. You know? So while we're doing all that, we're showing you that this place hates Jake. It says crowd members hold up white supremacist group slogans at Trump Vance event. Okay, so they're all up there. They're like, we love Esau, Edom.com. That's where we're at. It's not no promised land. If Jake is the Israelites, this is definitely not the promised land. Obadiah, and they're going to pay for it. They're going to pay for it with major ass whooping. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 10. Keep it simple. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. So it's happening. You can be ashamed when you did this shit. You're going to be ashamed.
It's so crazy when you really think about it, the way that society has.
Hold on. Brother, keeper of the sheep, posted this. And I don't know, she could be Israelite, but she might be a Shedemite. Who knows? But I'm going to watch what she did and watch what she said. One script. Hold on. Rerun it. Almost done. Oh, hold on. This ain't what we're looking at. Hold on, man. Where'd it go? Hold on, let me find out where it went. I don't know where it went.
Would you be interested in?
Let me just go to his page. Come on, man. Hold on. Gotta go find it again because I tried to restart it and it went off of it. Some brothers went into this video too. It's been going around in brotherhood, so I wanted to just put a precept on it. Let me find his let me do this. Let me go to my history. Give me a sec. Damn, man. There you go, right there.
It's so crazy when you really think about it, the way that society has set up men to feel useless and undervalued. But the minute that a catastrophic event happens, like what's happening in North Carolina, then guess who is the first people to be there? It's men. All the trucks and all of the men that are heading over to get the electricity working, or even men with trucks that aren't even in the field that are trying to get water to Samaritans, or all of the men trying to move debris and heavy trees to save people's lives. It's interesting how social media and society paints these men as if they're useless and they're not good at anything. But the moment that people need men, I don't hear anyone fucking complaining. Like, how does it feel right now to know that you've probably talked shit about men and how shitty they are for probably half of your fucking life, and now you need men to go save your family from fucking drowning? If that's not a fucking wake-up call to the benefits and the need for men in society as human beings, that plays it's so crazy.
All right, so we're going to stop right there. See what I'm saying? And when it really comes down to it, the Lord don't even give a shit about those men. He gives a fuck about these. He gives a fuck about the men of the Lord. That's it. Everybody else, it's even said that you're not going to even sit in the congregation of gods. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at the congregation of men that are gods. Okay? We have the dark saying in the parables. He said, we ain't worried about y'all. And you see, when you go up, this whole scripture, this whole prophecy is about this place getting blown up. Prophecies about Babylon getting blown up. So we're going to start down here, judgment day of the Lord, right? And that day, what he say he's going to do with his men. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Not the people who are coming and saving the people and turning electricity on and trying to keep this place running. He don't give a fuck about them. He gives a fuck about his men. That's what he gives a shit about. You're going to realize that even though all these women out here, they value men, but you're still valuing the wrong men. You ain't serving the man of the Lord. And, you know, more than likely, she's probably not an Israelite. She might be. Some of us look like them. But we know this. She one of them Isaiah. She's not one of them Isaiah 4:1s who's pulling up on us talking about marry us. And we probably going to have some heathen women do it too. Try to come up and be like, marry us, because they see how valuable we are. And we might take them. We might have some concubines in Jacob's trouble. But guess what? When them missiles coming, they're going to get left.
Strong's H3365.
Yakar. To esteem, be prized, be valuable, and that's how you say precious in the Greek. Be prized, be valuable, be precious, be costly, be appraised. Okay? To be precious, highly valued, be esteemed, costly, to be appraised, to make something precious. That's what he's doing with this word right now. You know, we're going to be valued, you know. And they over here already valuing the men that ain't even talking about shit. They ain't even really talking about nothing. They ain't no prophets. They ain't really talking about shit. They over here trying to keep the place running that the Lord's going to blow up. And that's what he's doing. He's got them keeping this place running to reserve people until the day he blows it up. That's all he's got them doing it for. Just keeping y'all alive around so he can get your ass. Some people he judging, he going to bring him back. He said he was going to bring him back and blow their ass up. He's going to bring everybody back from the dead. It says that in several scriptures. We're not going to go into it. So this is my last article, and to show you that they is not like an Esau eating so-called white man. They is like, fuck this motherfucker. Okay? Back it up a little bit. Okay? Just like we seen earlier, they were salty because they just shot at the UN. But this was like 2 weeks ago, a little bit 2 weeks ago. But I wanted to bring this up. Breaking: U.S. Embassy in Iraq has been surrounded by thousands of protesters. See, they're not playing with these motherfuckers, man. They're pissed off. Okay? Because them and Israel is on some bull biggity. And everybody knows it. Isaiah is what we're seeing happening right now. Isaiah or Jeremiah 49. We go over it all the time. 49:17. And it reads, and Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Like we've been seeing, all these plagues. How could this be the promised land, Jake? All these plagues that we're seeing? I'm going to read an NLT and then we're going to close out. I wanted to look up that word astonished, but you get the point. And it says, Jeremiah 49:17, the NLT, Edom will be an object of horror because all the plagues that's here hitting this motherfucker and all the shit that they're doing over there in the Middle East right now with Israel. All who pass by it will be appalled and will gasp at the destruction they see there. The destruction coming here. They're going to be like, oh shit, when they see this place, like, oh, fuck. Okay? It will be like the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, missiles, okay, this time. And their neighboring towns. And you can look at Israel as a neighboring town because they're together. That's why you know land of Israel is going to get blown up too. When it talked about in Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 10, it talked about that these other nations with Russia, okay, which is, either you can call them the Medes or, Gog and Magog, okay? They're going to send missiles over there into Israel, and they're going to look at this place next. So in their neighboring town, says the Lord, no one will live there, and no one will inhabit it, the land of nothing, not the land of the promised land, Jake. You better not be thinking this motherfucking promised land. You out here listen to these buckethead Leroys trying to give you the wrong doctrine. You better stop. So shalom to elect Israel, hope elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreign Israelites, look like the other nations scattered across the four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak, was shot. Barak, was shot. Got to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to elders and apostles, the great millstone. Let us all to the truth. But ordained by the Lord to teach the flock how to live, repent, pray, fast, show forth the Lord's righteousness and mercy, judgment, forgiveness, and wrath. Also part of the elect to the hopeful elect. Lord, when we part of that number, Lord, when this be edified, us within the name of the Lord's driving to show forth the Lord's righteousness, 7 day to the best of their abilities. His judgment always comes to light. Zephaniah 3:5 is not slack. 2 Peter 3:9 until ring. 2 chapter 5 verse 42. Shalom, now you sincere believers out there tuning in. Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles. I'm pretty sure I already said that, but say it again. Double honors, man, to the elders and apostles, great millstone, man. We'll be through. The Lord didn't set them up, man. And they say it's not about GMS. They say that. They say you can be saved if you're not in GMS, if you're teaching a like-minded doctrine, but you wouldn't be doing that. You didn't have GMS, man. You didn't have this brotherhood set up. So make sure you give those men reverence. Wa ababa, peace blessed to the elect, Kwam Yasharala. Shalom.